Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present to you and formally introduce Bob, Cas, and Arthur, the Play No Games podcast. It's your favorite podcast. When we talk about real life and exchange a few laughs, we sticking to our path. When you find understanding, just know that that will never last. We ain't here to play no games. The world is getting crazy, and now we know we gotta be.
That's the sounds of. I'm back from the past. It's your most favorite host of the most dangerous podcast in the Portland Pacific Northwest territory, from Seattle all the way to the Bay Area. It's Cartier Bob.
It's the Yay area. Get it right.
It's Cartier Bob.
It's the city.
It's the Yay area.
And that's not.
It's where KD put 2 championships on Bron's head.
All right, we can move on now.
Anyway, with the help of a whole cast.
You damn right.
Yeah.
The Avengers.
My name
Who
is,
won it without KD?
Okay, my name is Cas. I am 1/3 of the co-hosting duo.
I'm Arthur.
And we're back here again to give y'all a orgasmic episode.
Wowza.
If you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. And if you can't do that, because that's free, and you feel like we're going places, right above my head, Cashapp, $ herobob. Support the operation. Let me tell y'all, how y'all think Dexter's laboratory got all this money? People donated. People helped him for his laboratory. Help us get a bigger laboratory.
Laboratory.
DD.
Interesting reference.
I know.
Into our first segment, please, Arthur.
Yeah, I'm wearing these shades because it's been one hell of a day. So bear with me. Or get bear down.
I'm the biggest boss you ever seen before.
Oh, okay. This segment is called the Play No Game segment. It could be called,
Damn.
It can be positive, negative, informative. All you have to say is I'm ready to play no games about this. Who's starting us off?
Cartier Bob is. Thank you.
Mr. Bob over here.
Yeah, you forgot. You know, I'm starting it off. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to play no games about relaxation. I'm a very hard-working individual. I will definitely work myself into a graveyard and a coffin, and I ain't got an opportunity to take 6 days off of scheming, and I forget how fun being a civilian is. For I'm just throwing money and be like, oh, I don't care about responsibilities and just doing stuff. Now the aftermath is, I got things to pay, but it was just good just to relax, y'all.
Fair enough. Do you want to allude to the people where you went? Any recommendations if they go there? I traveled and adventured, and I was in Boston, and it was interesting. It was cool. I think I would go to a basketball game if I ever went back there, but at the garden.
TD Garden.
The TD Garden.
But there was just a lot of stuff to do. I went to this very fun place called Level 99, and you can either do arena stuff, puzzles, or survival, and it's just
sounds like joint. Sorry, Bob joint.
Anywho, but get this. So there's these acts that are swinging, so you have to make it across. Or you'll go. Have y'all ever played Fruit Ninja? Yeah. So you go into this room and these things are turning, and you're supposed to tap these things. You're supposed to work as a team, and I really learned if you went there with people you didn't you would just get frustrated because there's this one puzzle where you have to go inside this box, and they show you a small picture, and then you're yelling to your teammates being hey, it looks like this, and everyone's what the fuck are you talking about? So it's really fun. or like Minecraft. We were playing Minecraft Lava. It was very fun. So level
like a dope
99.
place.
If you ever see this, I would love for y'all to sponsor the show. Hopefully y'all expand to the Pacific Northwest. So it's like a better version of like Big Al's. Or what do you
Possible.
Or what do you call it?
Like an adult version of Big Al's?
What do you call it? Dave and Buster's. It's a better version of Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's does kind of stink.
So does Big Al's, by the way.
Big House does stink as well. Any bowling alley is not my.
Level 99 is
Okay.
you'll have fun.
All right, fair enough.
So, but I'm back and I'm recharged.
Nice. Okay.
What's up, Cassion? What you playing no games with?
I'm playing no games about PTO, aka paid time off. I literally looked at my calendar today and I realized I am 1 month away from my trip back to Romania. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks, going back home, and I'm just kind of starting to stress out about booking shit. Got a lot of Airbnb still to book, setting work up while I'm away because I'm not gonna bring my work laptop with me. Fuck that.
Okay.
Shout out to my manager too. She was the one that's like, "Don't bring your laptop. Just we'll take care of it." And I was like, "Damn." Shout out to you, Molly.
Do you speak the language when you go back home too?
I do speak Romanian. My Romanian's pretty rough right now, and my dad let me know too. Like it's kind of rough. So maybe when I come back, it'll be a little better. But yeah, it'll be fun. I haven't gone back in 10 years, I will say. So
Oh wow.
I'm going back to a much different place. Now it's the land of crypto scams and Andrew Tates and steroids and all this stuff. So I'm curious.
Gonna come back yoked, huh?
Yoked, tattooed, plastic surgery. I'll look like a whole new man. Maybe a new hairline too while I'm there.
Jesus.
I would not. Someone in the stands. I just said if I'm going to Tate University, no.
Nah, I feel you, man. I haven't been back to Romania in a minute. It's been crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Since I ain't been back home in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had like a little, Romanian situation. Show me. It's weird. It's crazy, man.
It'll be fun, man.
I got another family out there.
Gonna rent a car,
You gonna
drive, which I haven't done myself. Because back when I went, I couldn't drive. So
You gonna see Grandpa Baba Baboosh?
both my grandpas are dead.
Oh, damn. Hopefully that's not a lie.
That's not a lie.
Damn.
I will be seeing my grandmas. That was funny. That was unscripted right there.
I was really about to fuck with you a little bit.
Okay.
We're done. Okay.
I will be going to see my my grandmas, my two aunts, and my cousin. Yeah, we're not the biggest family.
Oh Jesus.
Unfortunately, a lot of them passed away from cancer. Actually,
Oh, make it worse. Yeah. I guess I'm the biggest asshole.
from working in like uranium mines in like the 80s.
Damn, that's crazy.
They used to mine uranium with their hands, and that caused.
Pomada Crane, Ukraine.
Oh, so he gets to do it, but I can't? That's anywho, the reason why I brought that up is because, Costa's mom adopted me, so
Yeah, you are a member of the family.
you remember my
She's
shit.
dope, by the way.
Huh?
She's dope, by the way.
Oh, hell
Oh yeah. Arthur got to meet her last week. Yeah,
I'm the favorite, so
she was
Probably.
happy to see all you guys.
She's dope. She's super dope.
just know I'm the favorite.
That's
Okay.
funny.
I only met her for 2 seconds. Okay.
I'm the favorite. Just-
Robert has an unfair advantage.
I definitely do.
She's known him for a little bit, but no,
told me
she was happy to
things.
meet all you guys last week. Yeah. Sorry, what was your question? What was I going on about?
You know what? I think.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, in the future, maybe I'll bring you out there, and you can kind of see what that world looks like.
Dead ass. You think I'm playing? Like, when I agree to do things with you, I promise you, we will do them.
You do hold up to that, so fair
We're
enough.
going to Indiana. We're going to catch a game.
Going to Indianapolis.
I
Yeah.
will
For
go
what?
with you to Romania.
Okay.
Indiana for what?
Colts game.
We have like this agreement. I've always wanted to see Indianapolis. He wants to see it because of the Colts. 'Cause
You're a
he's
Colts
a Colts
fan?
fan. Which is like a really random thing. I told him if the Ravens play the Colts, we'll go to that game.
Oh,
Or
well,
if
that's
the Seahawks play the Colts,
they
we'll go to that
they
game
will play the Colts in Indianapolis, I think, this year.
this year. This year's too short.
Now,
I already got shit
I'm
planned.
trying to go to Japan in 2025.
But that's
What's in Japan?
Man.
everything.
Oh, sorry. My hat was like rubbing against the mic. I was like, "What's that sound?"
Nice.
What's in Japan?
Mhm.
A lot of things.
Waifus,
Waifus, rental girlfriends.
real life anime.
There's I actually was watching a video about renting a family. That's a real thing. Like
Dude,
it's
you can rent someone just to come like eat with you.
yes,
Like, if you don't want to eat by yourself.
Loneliness is an all-time high in Japan.
Because it's like it's same in Korea. Like they've adapted their society to where like you don't need to talk to other people to like get stuff done.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are just like solo.
So if I go, they're like LeBron James.
Yeah, that's not a bit. That's not a too off.
My homeboy, he always tells me to go to Japan. He's like, I think he's in Japan right now. He's like always in Japan.
That's sick.
He's like, he goes all the time.
I've now been to New York, London, and
I
Tokyo,
want to loan them.
and I can say Tokyo's number one.
See, I fucking knew it.
Tokyo's number one in terms of like clean, safe, how efficient it is, the people, the food, all that. Yeah, like Tokyo's number one. The two spot.
So
that rotates.
what are you playing no games about?
So I'm gonna look right at this camera.
Close up.
No, you don't have to put a close up. I'm gonna look at the camera.
Robert, what the fuck? That's hilarious. Whose nail is that?
I have to take a picture and send it to somebody.
Stuff be going down on the couch.
No.
Robert just found a prosthetic nail.
That's hilarious.
In life, you have these moments of fuck you. You know what you say? Fuck you. Nah, I ain't playing no games about just your mental own well-being. I think even when it comes to like family's sake, and I already know my family's probably not going to watch this anyway, but I feel like you go above and beyond sometimes for your family, and the reciprocation is very minimal. And in those moments of like reciprocation and need, and you're looking for that kind of like, yo, I've been reciprocating the need. I feel like there's a lot of shortcomings. So always put yourself first and understand who you are. And I think the rest of that will become prevalent and positive in a way that will help you put yourself in a better situation in forthcoming. So I'm in a different headspace this week, but it's been good. It's a fuck you headspace. All you motherfuckers out there who've been doubting me. No, I'm just playing. I'm good. I'm just chilling.
All right.
It's actually been a really tough week. Last week, my one of my coaches and mentors and someone I used to coach with passed away, and so it's been an up and down roller coaster week. Rest in peace to Roland Omuler. He was a magnitude of a man. He changed the high school I went to completely. He was the history book for that school. So a huge loss to the Milwaukee community. So shout out to him and his family. Rest in peace, my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, lose to anyone is tough. You know, especially in this time and age when it comes to like, you know, how it is very important just to be connected in community in whatever capacity. And, you know, someone was saying this to me before where like I think people don't understand the effect you can have on people, and like so many people look for like the boisterous like victories, but there's a lot of inside the home like victories you get from the things that you do, where like
The daily heroes.
Exactly, the things that you do that won't be celebrated outside but are celebrated on the inside of so many homes. So it sounds like he was definitely one of those people.
Sorry, you gotta cut this. Cause I'm not paying attention. Just something happened and they're asking me if I have somebody's car keys, and I don't know if I have their car keys or not because I don't have the bag with me that they gave me.
Robert, you're gonna cut that. Okay. Cut out AJ, stick to me. So we got our first topic, you guys.
Yes, sir.
So, first topic. This is crazy. We live in a day and age where ride sharing services are an optimum key to how we get around. And now we have a new feature. And we have a new feature per now this news. Lyft is to offer options for women and non-binary riders to choose non-male drivers. So Lyft is giving women a new feature in non-binary folks, September 12th. And I'll read this. The app will allow riders the option to prioritize matching with a driver who is a woman or non-binary. Drivers will have the same options. Riders might still be matched with a man if they have the option turned on. It's a preference feature, not a guarantee, per company announcement. So, I'm curious, how y'all feel about Lyft doing that?
I'll just say this. Every time I've called a Lyft, it's been like a 50-50 whether I get a driver or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's always like maybe someone will pick me up. So now adding more filters is cutting that 50% to even lower. So props to them. I don't know if it'll work in Portland. I'm sure it'll work in Portland because people love adding filters.
I got you. It will be rolling out in Chicago, Phoenix, San Antonio. Oh, Chicago, Phoenix, San Diego, San Francisco, and San Jose.
Jose?
Those places all make sense for that feature.
I'll say this. Lyft began as the app when it was Uber and Lyft. Lyft became the better app to use because of the respect piece that a lot of women had towards their drivers, and it was more predominantly females originally driving Lyft, and women felt a lot safer. That's how Lyft really blew up. Do I feel like this is going to affect Lyft? Yes, because you're almost taking away from male drivers as a whole. And so now it's like, this is the app for females, which is kind of how it was established originally. But I think, like, I use Lyft, and I feel like I use Lyft more than Uber because it's a little bit cheaper. And I'm not a female, so I can't speak on that perspective. But I feel that changing that is going to affect everybody as a whole. One, as a driver, because now you might not be able to pick anybody up if they're female and you're male. Two, that means the demand for certain drivers, it's going to make the rates go up, so it's going to be more expensive. And then it's like your wait time, right? Like, because I'm a male and mostly only males can come pick me up, my wait time might be 40 minutes comparative to 15, 20 minutes,
I'm not going to lie, y'all.
He's not going to lie.
I'm with my tinfoil hat on.
Okay.
Tinfoil bucket. So one, because I want to make sure that's said off rip, that I hear what both of y'all saying. And I agree. We have to have spaces and everything to for women, non-binary folks. I get it. But I'm not going to lie. I think this feature pushes more division when it comes to the world that we're living in today. The reason why I say this is I hope to raise a daughter eventually. Now, the reason why I'll just say this, right, is because I've been talking to my niece about, like, when she's going home, like, obviously, walk home, pay attention, but I don't want you to be afraid of a man. But also, like, be careful, like, who's behind you and things like that. Because I feel like if induced by like, oh, a sight of a man makes me like, it just makes like, you got to be able to,
Life's gonna be hard.
life's gonna be hard, but you gotta be cool, calm, and collective. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like some of this like adds to the fuel, the fire of men versus women, the whole like energy, the culture that is occurring right now. So like having this feature, I feel like Lyft is capitalizing on that. So that's why I'm like the tinfoil hat, where I guess we want to help, but you want a woman driver, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because all men are predators.
So I have a question to kind of go like, again, we can't really speak on that perspective because we're men. So like that safety aspect we're not thinking about as much as women are, which is understandable. Like I understand that. My question is, what if a man doesn't feel safe with another man in a car? How does he get? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sorry, he doesn't get that option.
He doesn't get that option.
you see what I'm saying? And so, and that's kind of what is sparked in this, not a debate, but this conversation of like, when it comes to safety in general, how can we do a better job of hiring people that will make the environment safer for individuals? And I
mean, we had it before with like the taxis and the medallions, and like you'd have to go through the whole background check and like taxi school and pass a test, and then we decided that wasn't good enough.
So we're going back to taxis?
We should. I was in New York. I downloaded an app called the Curb app. It was what like the yellow taxis use.
Beep, beep.
If it took me $30 to get to a place, on Curb it was $17, and the taxi just came. I ordered it. It pulled up front. You know, this guy, a very nice man, would pull up, say, Cassian? And I say, yeah, okay, cool, get in, and that's that. And I'm like, wow, this is way cheaper and better.
So he didn't tell you to pull down your pants?
Of course not.
He was like,
I'm an Uber user, and I've only found very fun experiences with Uber. I always try to talk to my Uber driver.
you're one of those guys.
I am I had a
I
guy.
am too.
I got in a conversation with this guy in Bend who's like Steve Wynn's personal bodyguard. Other guy who like is from Bengali, hates living in America, but his family likes it, so he's forced to live it. Like just so many interesting stories of people, and you're just like, I don't know. That's like one of my favorite parts. One guy picked me up in like a brand new Model S. And I'm like, at like 3 a.m, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I just couldn't sleep, so I was like, let me just hop on, make some money. I'm like, fair enough.
I fucks with that guy.
He's like, I just bought a new house. I'm
I've
like,
been picked up in a lot of Teslas, which is crazy. Like, and they're like, one lady picked me up in San Francisco in a Tesla and was like, yeah, I do this all the time. He's like, it's cheap on gas. And like, I don't have to. She's like, it takes me 15 minutes to fill my car up on a charge, and it's like $10. So she's like, it's easy for me, it's convenient, and like it makes my money back. So she's like, this is what I do all the time. And I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, it was super dope. But I am a talkative person to my drivers.
I can tell sometimes they don't want to. I'm like, all right.
I'm that writer. I'm like, don't talk to me. You're here for a job.
Especially if I'm sitting in the front row, like I got friends with me. I'll take the like shotgun. I'm like, so how's your night going? You're making good money, huh?
Yo, I'm the same way. Ask the questions. How long you been doing it?
They probably get the same. I've realized like they probably just get this like, how's the night going? How long you been doing it? All this stuff. When'd you start? Like,
can I just speak to some numbers from Lyft themselves about their drivers? So, only 23% of their drivers are female at this time, which
Lyft?
which is crazy low. There's also 4,000 reported sexual assault incidents between 2017 and 2019. In their first ever, it's like safety little blog thing. But so 23% of the drivers are females, 8% are of the LGBTQ plus community.
Interesting.
So it's a very small group that they're being paired up with.
mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying though. 23% of drivers, you're limiting your filters to just that 23%.
So is that a nationwide stat, or is it specific to a state?
That is nationwide.
Jesus.
From Lyft themselves, they put out the economic policy.
Jesus.
Go more of that. Go more with what you're
Well, I'm
about
just
to
saying,
say.
like, if they want to do it, I get it, and if women feel more safe being with a woman driver, I understand. But like I mentioned, every time I've tried to use Lyft, I haven't gotten matched with a driver. So then you're taking your full basis of drivers and you're cutting down to only 23% of your drivers, how hard is it going to be then to get a ride? If, like, let's say there were 4 in your area, you're now cutting down to 1 in your area. And let's hope they pick you because you have a good, rating.
I think for me, because, like, I don't think what we're all saying, I don't think it's, off base. I don't know. When I took my time off, I was just able to see just, like, because we always kind of talk about, because we're, like, new media, you guys. Like, we're literally.
Swag.
Huh?
Swag.
I know we are the new media. We're like authenticity sells. And like, I feel like when we come on here, like we're being very authentic with what we're doing and what we're saying. So it's almost kind of like, I don't know. Cause like, I like to take like a very balanced perspective with a lot of stuff. And like, yes, off top, off riff. Yeah. Women deserve a place where they can, it's safe for them to travel and things of that manner. But I've just seen a lot of the rhetoric used just add for more fuel to fire to like, to have the division of, I can't be in a space with the man.
Yeah.
So,
to get back onto the Tokyo topic, on the subway in Tokyo, they have carts that are women-only carts, women and children-only carts. Because a lot of stuff happens on the other ones.
For me, this goes back to culture, right? Like, if we've created a better culture, we don't have to segregate ourselves in order to make these things happen, right?
Mm.
We don't have to create environments to where people feel safe. We don't, like, if we just had an upscale culture that was more positive, uplifting towards one another and didn't sexualize everything. And, yes, there's always going to be disgusting people in our worlds, but how do we minimize that, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do we minimize this idea of what is positive and what is negative? Like, we have to get out of this mindset that, like, yeah, we live in a man-dominated society. Like, how do we change that man-dominated mentality?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's obviously created these environments and these pockets where a lot of people don't have rights, a lot of people don't feel safe, a lot of people don't, yeah.
You got my gears moving in my brain now. The monkey's clapping. And I'm starting to think, a way women can get power back. Should majority of women carry firearms?
Uh-oh.
Just to make someone who's like thinking about doing something double think? If more women carried firearms, would then men be less hesitant to?
But I think that's still not impacting what I'm saying, though, because now you're still creating more things to help women feel safer in an environment where we need to just change the culture of the environment.
I don't think that culture is ever going to change, though.
Okay, guys, you know what you need to do if you're alone with a woman? You need to do this. What would Barack Obama do? So if you're alone with a woman,
No, not the poem.
Wow.
you're out of control. You're out of control for that. I've been saying, do you think Barack Obama would say something rude to a woman? No, he'd be like, Michelle.
Wow.
How you doing?
How you doing?
It's Barry. We have 2 children. Anywho,
I'm dead.
that was horrible. Barack, please watch this.
Barack?
Do you believe that guy that came out and said Barack is like gay and like they had
No,
gay
y'all ain't
parties or
about to do that to
whatever?
my nigga, the Barry, bro.
I'm just curious.
Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. What would Barack do? He would hold down the country,
Barry.
hold down his wife and his children. But anyway,
Respect.
what you got for us?
I got no topic.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
We can come back to it, though.
All right. Mine's pretty quick. Well, guys, as of yesterday, I think the keynote was, Apple has had to bend the knee, and they are forced, kind of forced in a way. EU had a lot to do with this, but the next iPhone will have a USB-C port instead of a Lightning port.
Hey, what's up, Android gang?
So,
You know what I'm
if
saying?
you guys want to zoom in, this will no longer be a thing. I have the 14. This little hole will now be a big hole, so more stuff can get into it
Hey,
and charge slower.
what's up, gang? What's up, gang? What's up, gang?
It is what it is. I have USB-C.
When's the last time Android's changed their charger?
I don't, when they went to USB-C?
Just quickly. So Apple is kind of screwing over their own people with this.
Absolutely, per usual.
Which is per usual. So it's the exact same connector as a USB-C, their current Lightning connector. It's just male female is flipped.
Yeah. Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. That click slide in.
Yeah.
So when
All right.
they're updating to USB-C, but it's USB 3.0, which is slower charging. It's not quite nearly as fast data transfer. What a lot of Androids are at is 3.1, which is
Got it.
10 gigabit transfer.
Stop the cat.
Huh?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm saying this as a Apple
Ketchup, Apple.
user as far as like phones go.
Oh, so y'all be buying Apple because it's capitalist society? Y'all be trying to. What do they do it? How they be doing?
Take your commie phones and enjoy them. This is American made.
And
That's
Well,
actually
Designed in California.
California.
Assembled in China.
yeah.
Foxconn.
Chinese boy.
Yours the same one.
But yeah, so
just designed in Korea.
it was their call
And
to
built in
update
Korea.
it to 3.0 rather than 3.1 to save some extra
Yeah.
money and shoot
Now,
themselves
people
in the
may
foot.
ask the question, why didn't Apple do this earlier? Well, it turns out the Lightning cables was about a $5 billion business. That Apple was running.
Capitalist phone.
Do I care as an Apple user? No. But it is.
Are you gonna get a new phone when it comes out?
No, I have the 14. I don't like to upgrade every year. I don't see any. I do like every 2 to 3 years.
Oh, look at this classist. I have an iPhone. Look at me. I'm better than all of you.
Shut your ass. It's just better.
No, we've had this debate on here so many times. Y'all copy with things. When we got bigger screens, y'all got bigger screens, right?
When we got more cameras, y'all got more cameras.
When we got bigger storage, Apple said, y'all want more storage? Pay it up.
When we build apps, y'all buy the apps that we
When
build.
they steal y'all info, they tell us they gonna steal
Yeah.
our info.
Whatever.
We just get a notice. Be like, hey, we need this. They gonna be like,
Well, it's just funny. You guys always have a head start, yet get surpassed in sales.
because
And
it's like
And
the
volume.
Jordans.
same thing. Like you had wearable like watches probably 3 years before the Apple Watch came out.
Absolutely.
And now it's the number one selling watch in the world.
Okay, let's be honest. You know, with the shoe that sold the most that no one really talks about, Shaq's shoe. It was in Walmart, but we ain't
Yeah.
gonna talk about it because everyone wants to wear Jordans.
Apple is Jordan. Android is Under Armour.
This guy's a funny guy.
Can I just also, as someone who does enjoy Apple, Apple III back in the late 80s, it was a personal computer, and they tried making their own like UI and operating system from scratch. And it was such garbage, it almost bankrupted the company that they bought out IBM's Unix system and built on top of that. And that's what current iOS, well, actually, yeah, both iOS and their desktop operating systems are based off of is IBM's Unix.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, they didn't actually build anything themselves, which sucks.
Man, that's crazy, man. Y'all just be slapping, like Supreme, they be slapping stickers on stuff.
But
be
also,
like,
Android did the same thing with Linux, which is actually also a Unix ripoff.
oh, it looks like the Fax
A
Dragon's
rip-off
gonna
of
be,
a rip-off, man.
looks like Fax Dragon's gonna get his wings clipped. Don't.
I mean, it
In life,
just
you have choices. You could have an Apple, wear Nike, play PlayStation. These are the right choices. Drink Gatorade. And you can
That's
be the other
hilarious.
kid that has a Samsung, drinks Powerade, wears Adidas, plays Xbox.
I'll just say this. I've been experimenting with an iPhone, and I'll keep it short so we can get on to our next topic.
Yeah.
But it's no hoopla with it. It's like, I really think that this
It's
is
simple.
a far superior phone.
it's simple.
Do you go out with your women with that kind of a tongue?
Of course. I have had a Samsung. It was fine, but I went back to Apple.
All right.
I had an Apple at one point, and I wanted to throw it at the wall, and I had it, and so I went back to Samsung.
Okay. Well, what's your topic? Yeah, my boy.
So we had a football game Sunday,
Oh fuck.
and not only did we have fans, we had AI fans at MetLife. No, not MetLife. What is the Charger Stadium? SoFi Stadium. They were trying a new thing
Was it
out
for a movie?
for a movie
Uh-huh.
with AI fans, and
That's
a
what
lot
they
of
need
people
to fill
have been,
for Charger games, anyways.
absolutely. What do you guys think about the AI fans? You think this is going to be something more used? Do you think it's going to be something?
This is
that's
just for a
gonna be-
movie, right? This isn't like a real thing. Like they're not actually thinking about filling stadiums with AI fans.
Bro, there are Blazer fans. There ain't gonna be no AI fans.
What is
You
the
know how many
point?
mindless people buy Blazer tickets and think the Blazers are gonna win? Look at them.
This guy,
Look
this
at
guy,
him. Look
two
at him.
fingers, this guy.
They, AI ain't got nothing on the Blazers fans.
I will beat up an AI fan
See,
right now.
look at that.
I will
Sounds
roundhouse
like
an
a
AI
Blazer
fan.
I know. Damn, it's gonna stay, guys.
At this point, I don't care if he stays or goes.
Oh,
Spicy.
Get him out of town. I don't fucking want to see him.
Hey,
We'll see who's watching that house when he's gone.
You?
I know where you live, Dame. Out in Twalton. Off of Leach Farm Road. I know where you live.
Oh wow.
I know. I have some construction contacts. I know where his new house is. Continue.
Do y'all feel that AI technology is beginning to go too far? Because
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say yes, and I think we talked about USB-C. The EU got involved in pushing towards one connectivity cord, and that's why we got USB-C. And I think we're gonna see the same thing with AI in terms of the EU. I think the U.S. government needs to come in, and there needs to be more regulation in terms of AI for the sake of working class individuals, people that went to school to get a degree that now can be fulfilled by AI. Such as a lot of stuff like lawyers do, and just in general, yeah, and privacy as well, and like artists. Like, how many fake AI songs have you heard?
I was gonna make this the topic until I found something that was better, but literally I read an article on, I think it was on Now News, but like really quick, Chat GBT found a diagnosed a kid and doctors couldn't. So like the mom put all of like the kid's symptoms in Chat GBT, and Chat GBT was like, your kid has this, and the kid's like 3 and he's been dealing with like chronic pain, and like literally Chat GBT found it. They found a new specialist and like, oh, okay, cool. And then the kid is being like worked on efficiently now. So the mom was like, thank you, Chat GBT. Allegedly, I'm pretty sure she probably was saying that. So AI 1, human 0. We down bad. We need.
It's a losing race too. If we're gonna turn it into a race, I'm trying to get the race canceled. That's what I'm doing here.
I just think that, you know, we just watch supervillain's gonna be born if we put a ban on AI.
A suit like an AI villain,
Of course.
like an Ultron.
Yes. Yeah.
One of the few Marvel movies I've seen.
To me, I think it's crazy, like how far we begin to push it.
Uh-huh.
With the fans, for example, because they were literally like, it was like a year ago. I think they were just putting the facial structure on AI humanoids. To now they have multiple fans that actually look like people. Only way you can tell the difference is because their ears. Like, so I think we're beginning to go really down this iRobot kind of facet.
Can I finally say it?
Go ahead.
The goddamn robots, John. The
goddamn robots. Nice kicks.
So,
Hey!
so yeah, I think we're just, I don't know. I think we've gone a little bit too far, and there's no turning back at this point.
It's
So
gonna be like
it's
Blade Runner, and we're just gonna start falling in love with these robots
Yep.
too, and that'll be life.
I really would.
We're gonna procreate and have like humanoid droids,
Okay, what do y'all
Cyborgs.
think Robot Box feels like?
robot box,
This nigga
well, whatever you want to make it feel like, man. You
I'm
want
gonna
Alexis,
program it
Texas? You
to
want
make it feel like Rihanna.
I would say this. Allegedly, I like, original off the farm box. You know what I'm saying? Like that original certified fresh organic box. But if I would try a robot,
Okay.
if
I like where this is going. Think about how many cheaters it would stop.
Wait a second.
I've just cracked the industry. I've just
Yo, baby, I just can't stop cheating on you. Here's
Here's Mia Khalifa.
Robo Kitty.
Yes.
Setting. What setting would you like? Would you like Mia? Would you like Rihanna? I wait. We gotta get that patented.
I think it's like a $1 trillion industry right there.
But you know how many
minimum
freaks that would buy that?
Why?
Oh, it would get into weird avenues.
Why would you go down this rabbit hole right
But
now?
I'm saying there's already pocket.
You got to
pussies.
think worst
I mean,
case possible.
Yeah,
There's all.
But think
types
about
of
how many
craziness.
freaks it would stop in real world.
exactly. For the virgin people who don't get none, be like, man. You should be on the mic. That's crazy.
We got told that China's currently working on something like this.
I'm not
wait a second.
surprised.
Try another chord. Try another chord.
I'm not surprised.
No.
China's working on everything electronic.
They are the superpower. But, hey, I'm telling you, this is the future.
It's
It's the
literally
Ryan Gosling future.
All right, so China's already working on this. There's actually a video of that out there right now within the background of AI, the robot already working on. You can see the hip movements and everything in the background. So just so you know, it's in the lab. There's a video out there of it's coming.
It's coming.
Is it coming wet or?
Yeah, there you
Nope.
go.
No
That was
play
good,
on words,
Andrew.
but it's okay.
Tristan
I will
Thompson,
take
we
it.
about to save your next relationship.
Man,
Shit.
Yeah. Well,
he still might cheat on a robot.
Yeah.
I dodged your sister. I'm sorry. Anywho.
I see some of you need your nails done. Well, guess what? I have a place. Stop by a place called Capital Nails off Barber Boulevard, 10075 Southwest Barber Boulevard, number 6A. That will not only help you get your nails done, but help you look right for the weekend. If you stop by, make sure you say, I'm ready to play no games. Give you that sponsor shout out, a little promotion, a little discount. It's a family-owned business and operated for 2 generations of women over 20 years. It's a great for any occasion, down-to-earth staff, and a top-tier customer service and brag-worthy skills. Come catch a vibe and be swept off your feet because, dang it, they get your feet looking good. Make sure you check out Capital Nails. Descriptions in the bio, locations in the bio. Check them out.
Back from our sponsor, and I shouldn't be actually with that much vibe. This is not a great topic, but I feel like it is something we should cover and touch upon. So, Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr. has been taken into custody. The 23-year-old guard was arrested on alleged assault on his girlfriend named former WNBA player. Hopefully I don't butcher her name. I apologize in advance. It's Kaysri Gundrezic. Possibly, I hope. And right now, essentially, things are still in the air. There's a lot of allegations, some rough stuff. They did apparently assaulted her
Allegedly.
While she was sleeping, and some of the stuff.
Sexually assaulted her.
No, physically assaulted her. Or both.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, physically assault, like, essentially, for lack of a better word, beat her up. And right now, if the Rockets were to cut him, he'd still get like $16 million. But apparently they're looking to trade. Don't know what NBA team would trade for that contract and for that headache.
I know a team. I know a team. We'll make it work.
Portland?
I didn't say
Stop.
Neil should be like, this is the deal we've been waiting for Dame.
I'm pretty positive though he sexually assaulted the masseuse or something a few years ago. It was roughly around the same.
Okay, I actually found a hit list of his history of misconduct. Seattle's very own, everyone, remember. So he's 2019, suspended by USC for personal conduct issues. Exact reason unknown. 2020, accused of punching a woman. Charges not pressed. 2020, again, arrested for handling firearm in a vehicle, marijuana possession, driving without a license. 2021, verbal altercation with Cavs GM in the locker room. Traded to Houston. Sustained minor injuries at a Miami strip club altercation. 2021. 2022, dispute with Rockets coach John Lucas at halftime, left mid-game, and then 2023, which is this case, felony assault and strangulation charges in New York hotel, and accused of breaking bones and choking
what is wrong?
in the vertebrae.
So let me give more information to you as well. So more context, even though his response and what he did is uncalled for. So also want to say allegedly as well. So hopefully they show the hotel footage because I think it will kind of like help expedite and like get things moving with this.
Yeah.
So allegedly he was out partying and his significant other was in the hotel room and it's either he forgot his key or all the keys are in the room. So like he was upset because he couldn't get into his room. So he had to go back downstairs to get a key. So when he went back upstairs, he was upset and he was been drinking, even though that's not an excuse. So like allegedly there was like an altercation like outside too as well because like he had the key in, he was upset, and then I'm pretty sure a lot of the assault happened inside the room. But like allegedly from what I've heard and what I've saw that there's a little bit of it was shown in the hallway.
Started in the hallway.
Yeah, started in the hallway.
Yeah, and I think it ended because she ran into the hallway like all bloody.
Okay.
That's what allegedly what I saw online. Now, what is the NBA gonna do about this type of stuff?
I know we'll briefly talk about some of the like new gameplay rules and things like that when it comes to the NBA and things like that. But like, I hate to hold these two things like there, but it's like the NBA's got to kind of have like some new rules where like we look at Zion and Mariah Mills and like her like threatening him, where it's kind of like, how could I? Because like the NBA is really looking out for themselves, right? So it's kind of like it's hard to condemn like a DeAndre Ayton or
what did Ayton do?
Anywho, we're being serious. We're being serious.
That's nothing bad.
But I'm just saying it has the possibility to turn into Mariah Mills where like you're on Twitter being like, hey, I'm going to do all these different things, expose the NBA's doing all this. The NBA's like, look here, we don't have no time for this. And then on the flip side of the other side of the spectrum, right? Because Zion didn't ask for that. You have people like, I almost disrespect him, call him Book. That's not you, Book.
Booker?
Booker didn't do nothing stupid like this. Porter, right?
Yeah.
You got the other side of the dudes like Porter or Birdman. They do stupid shit like this where like it's kind of hard to like have a rule where like if you do one thing, we just gotta scrap you, right? Rather than like doing the investigation. So it's like it's very tough because like we have to say allegedly because like the whole situation is horrible.
Oh man, I don't condone sexual assault, physical assault, any assault, especially towards a woman. I don't condone that at all. He needs to be tried just as a regular human being and take the NBA aspect out of it. Yes, the NBA has to do something because he's an NBA player, but I would look at it as if it's a regular job. If you don't go to work, you don't show up to work, you don't fulfill your contract, you get cut. And I think that's how they have to look at it. You go to jail. If you work as a postman, you don't work as a postman anymore. That's just...
It's just hard.
But my thing to that is my thing to that is we continue to put athletes on pedestals in different aspects, and we can't continue to put athletes on pedestals, treat them as if they're working a regular job, and that repercussion of a regular job should be that as so.
The only thing I would say why the NBA maybe needs to get involved with this stuff is, for example, a normal person, they go to jail, they lose their job. They no longer have their salary.
Yes.
NBA contracts are to some degree guaranteed.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned, if he gets cut and doesn't ever play an NBA game again, he still gets $16 million.
16 or 60?
16.
But my thing to that is there has to be some sort of clause in there that says if he goes to jail or prison or whatever, he doesn't get that.
Aaron Hernandez
Like-
killed a man. He still got his money.
And that's why
But-
why
Go ahead.
I'm saying, but that's why I brought up the thing of like, because now I'll get it out of basketball and go into football. What's the analyst? He was with Skip and stuff now.
Shannon.
No, Skip. He left. He was with the Dallas. He plays with Michael Irvin, right?
Michael
Or like
Irvin.
they were trying to say Michael Irvin
Yeah.
sexually assaulted that person, right?
Yeah.
And then the NFL was like, right before Super Bowl, get you up out of there. And then comes to find out he didn't do that. So now there's a lawsuit. There's that where it's kind of like, that's why I brought up the spectrum. It's like we need to do our investigations, and like this. It's almost kind of like when the video comes out. Just think about with the Ray Rice thing, right?
Yep.
See how quickly that went? Because like video, I think so it's like it's hard because he was able to bail himself out, and there's nothing because we legitimately have to say allegedly, right? Until
To me, this goes back to any CEO, right? Any CEO who does something wrong and bails himself out until the trial happens, sometimes pays off whatever and get done, whatever the case may be. It's the same type of situation, and we can't continue to put these situations out there as if it's not someone working at Best Buy who's a CFO for Best Buy assaulting women. You can't, or the dude from the show,
Ezra.
him. That's another one, right?
Mason Greenwood.
No, the Rick and Morty dude, right?
Rick and
So like,
Justin Roiland.
so it's we have to continue to look at these things in the same way. Assault is assault, regardless of who it's done by, and we have to treat it the same.
I'm not trying to give you pushback because I'm literally on your same. I'm on your same side. It's just like it's like a layer of acceptance where like we have to treat those people like regular people, but it's almost kind of you look at like the strikes, and I'm trying to weave all these things together.
Mm-hmm.
The people are striking so we can have fair wages, and these people are holding out this large lump sum of money, and it's been allowed to go on this long. Where it's kind of like those people get advantages and privileges. Where like, I would hope, let's just say, when we blow up all the different things, when we have more comfortable money, I would hope, if Andrew came out and did some like wild stuff, that he would be like man enough to be like, yo, like I want to take responsibility. I gotta step down from what I'm doing. Where it's kind of like, I called us, new media. We got to be a new company where like how that stuff operates and works, even though we won't be perfect, but it's almost kind of like you got to surround yourself around like, how can I want to be different?
Last question I have on this. Would you guys be okay if you played in the league again?
No.
I'm there with you. I don't want to see. Same way I don't want to see Mason Greenwood play. Who we covered Mason Greenwood a couple months ago, who the videos came out of him sexually assaulting his girlfriend at the time. He's back playing.
Really?
But they loaned him out, so he's playing in Spain to kind of like divert some of the like criticism. But even then, like it's all over, like people on social media are not letting it go, and they shouldn't.
Oh, you shouldn't.
But we'll see. This is gonna be interesting. I think yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I have one thing to kind of add, and then you could definitely. One thing that was mentioned is like the sister of who this happened to.
Yeah.
She
had a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of like, and that just gets into like another added layer where it's kind of like, I'm not gonna do like the if this happened to your sister, what would you do type of thing where it's kind of like, those people have a right to be like outraged for like how that is, but it's almost kind of like sometimes if someone's gonna do that, you just got equalizer, click that shit and be like, all right, bet. Because when you do that, that means, believe it or not, that person's gonna get extra protection from the government,
and it doesn't look great in like a court.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
But no, I know you were about to say something.
I was having a conversation about self-defense this morning, and the level playing field law of like, if someone socks you, you can't stab them. you will no longer get claimed self-defense. It has to be of equal stature. So if someone stabs you, you have the opportunity to stab them too as well, and you can claim self-defense. So in a situation like this, like, I hate to say it, but man, somebody need to let her get her licks in and even out the playing field, and really just like, I think we have to, I don't know, this dude shouldn't be allowed. He has a track record of being not only aggressive but assaulting women and other human beings. He needs some sense of a reality check, whatever that case may be. Yep. And you know, they shouldn't have gave him bail. Honestly, he shouldn't have had a bail because of his track record. And I think that is where we have to begin to look at, like, for example, a Ray Rice situation. Was there a track record?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Maybe not, right? Mm-hmm. He was instantly kicked out of the league after that. Yeah. Right? This has to be similar in some facet and be like, look, he's kicked out the league because he had not only has a track record, but also, like, he assaulted somebody.
I just wish something. Last thing I'll say on this, and people say this around Twitter, which I completely agree with. What's that guy's name that came out and said that thing about, like, that U.S. track athlete that said the thing about, like, NBA champions aren't world champions?
Noah
Lyles. How the whole league jumped, like, NBA players jumped on Noah Lyles, called him, like, a dummy or whatever and all this stuff. Be nice if you saw some NBA players being like, I don't want to see this guy in our league anymore.
Ooh,
you know,
if
some guys came out, even if some of his teammates came out, and be like, we don't need this in the league, you know.
Ooh.
But the league is a little too big of a fraternity to really see that, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like that. How about that?
That's something that we talked about with Pounce.
Damn. That's
but that would be dope. I think
that's it's stuff like that has to happen for it to, like,
we have to change that narrative.
Yeah, I think that's the part of, like, masculinity and manhood of, like, what we've always talked about and what we broadcast about, where it's kind of like, I don't know if we've talked about funny. I'm like, oh, what happens if we're at the club and, you know, or I'm going to blur that out, but, you know, what happens if I'm at the club and, you know, I have a wife and, like, being like, bro, what you doing? Because if he's willing to do that to someone he's putting his penis in, what is he willing to do to you? Like, and that's, like, supreme ultimate trust. So I think it just really takes, you know, people, you know, standing up differently, just like Cost was saying, just as you were saying, where it's kind of like the new wave of manhood is like, if you're upset with her, let her go. It doesn't have to get to this level. Like, it always gets to these levels because people want to have their cake and eat it too. Mm-hmm. About that control aspect. And real men know how to be like, it's not for me.
You got the last topic?
Last topic, and we'll be quick and easy, and then we can get on out of here. So,
Chick.
I know y'all missed some of this relationship stuff because last episode they was very sports heavy. You know what
Sorry.
I'm saying? Man,
sports, travel, the important things in life.
Oh, dang.
Shout out Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that was that. I actually enjoyed that piece of the pod. If y'all watch anything of the last episode, the Saudi thing was great. That was a great conversation. I learned some things about you. Yeah. Anywho, so I just want to put this out to everybody. So this comes from an Instagrammer called Hey Dr. Rachel. Don't know if she's a real doctor, but
I'm sure she is.
Nah. Her title is Dr. Rachel Conscious Psychologist. Let's actually see if she has the acronyms. Conscious Psychologist, Doctor of Psychology. Actually, never mind. She actually might be a doctor. Anywho, she's put it. She has, like, the right credentials and things and the dots in the right places. Anywho,
can't I just make a Twitter account with the right credentials and the right?
No, right, I'm not. I'm looking at this. She's got a link.
Sorry,
she's got a
X profile.
She's got a link.
Link to her degree. I'm joking. Keep.
No, Dr. Rachel is a licensed clinical psychologist, teacher, and psychotherapist. Yeah, I fucking know. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. Shake my hand.
Shake my hand.
Shake my hand if you like titties.
Please.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm an ass man.
Oh, yeah. She says, get out of the habit of romanticizing the idea of someone. Get into the habits of romanticizing someone, and it stars in a lot of hyphens, that embodies actions, that shows availability, maturity, clarity, and honesty. I'll probably have this on one of my other segments, but I really want to bring this up is like, I don't know how many times I've been growing up, and like when I liked a girl, it was I liked the idea of her rather than the one girl who's like, hey Rob, you know what I mean? Hey Bob, you know,
Yeah.
I want to spend some time with you, and I'll be like, nah.
I want the one that hates me.
Exactly.
I want the one with the juicy booty.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of like I was wanting to pitch that to you guys. Why do we put so much stock in the idea of someone rather than the person who's giving us the attention?
Because the person that's giving it attention makes it feel like it's easy. We don't have to work for it. And I think a lot of men are about the chase, and they want the chase of knowing that they can work for something that is unaccomplishable. And when they get it, it's like, and I think that's why once they get it, they're kind of over it, because they were interested in the chase and not the actual work part of it. Yeah. And I feel like that person that's giving the attention, they make it easy so that you don't have to chase, and it's like, oh, I can just come back to them later.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of understanding why they're giving you the attention and understand that person, and maybe you actually fit with that person a lot more than the person that you're chasing. So
true. I think men want what they can't have.
mm-hmm.
Even if we know we can't have it, we still want it. And on second, and like the second part of that, what AJ is talking about, like, because we feel like we can have that with the person that's showing us attention, I think there is a part of that that also is like, you don't want to settle, quote unquote, and it may feel like settling if you're just going to like the easier option, even if it might be the right option.
Jessica Alba
sits
in your lap and was like, "Ooh, Cass, Daddy," and she's like,
Cass.
she wants. I said it like
I know.
I said it how I wanted to.
You said it how she would say it.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
that's funny.
She wants to give it to you all.
Okay.
And then you have trying to think of somebody. That one Hinge girl that you like to profile,
Okay.
but she's being standoffish, but she's like kind of responding to your messages.
Uh-huh.
You know your ass would choose Jessica Alba.
Absolutely, I'd choose Jessica Alba.
But she's giving it to you easily.
I don't care.
Okay.
Jessica Alba.
So we can stop it there, because in future relationship dynamics, we're going to talk about pretty privilege.
True.
Oh, it's real.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like every man. I am a victim of this. Like, I have decided to forego the easier option to chase the thing that I know I can't have. I'm just being honest. Like, yeah, I've done it. Especially if you're on dating apps, you almost like you have to do it almost, because otherwise it just drives you insane.
Yeah, man, I'm so tired of being so handsome and pretty. It's got so many options.
I think I don't know. It's so interesting. Like the way Koss brought that up too is like, I think we have this fixation on what the reality that we set for ourselves is and looks like. And when you see someone that fills that void in the sense of the physical aspect of what you want, you have a tendency to be attracted to that. And in that process, you might not actually see all the other things that come with that, right? Like, she is a Jessica Alba, whatever. So she's going to get attention from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you're just another letter upon this alphabet. But she likes you just a little bit, right? And so that that aspiration to be like, yes, I want her, I need her, I can see her in my life, gives you this fixation to say, like, what can I do to get her, right? What can I buy her? How can I get her this, whatever, get her attention in some aspects, tell her good morning, whatever the case may be, to see if she gives you back what you've been wanting. And I think this is where women get really good at being the attention that men want and letting them be. And I think more women nowadays have gotten better at it, and they continue to put the kettle on hot just so that you can chase until either they get bored or you find someone else or they find someone else.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, this person's in the past. And I think we've also cultivated this in our society of like the next up aspect, right? And working with high school students, they're always like, you got to have a side piece. They always talk about.
They talking about a biscuit. Shit.
They're always talking about
Man,
you got to have a just in case. And it's
Just
like,
in case.
you're not locked into a relationship if you have a just in case. Like, it doesn't make sense. But we're cultivating this next up mentality when it comes to relationships and dating.
Mm-hmm. Well, just like in the good words of Gucci Man, miss one, next 15 minutes, one coming. Gucci. Brr.
Okay.
Lamon.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Hilarious.
if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. This man didn't take off his shades for the entire podcast. Respect. Y'all know he was doing some illegal activities. Damn, he's on crack, cocaine sometimes. Anywho.
No, it's only meth. It's all right.
Like, comment, subscribe. If you don't have the bandwidth, the time for that, you can donate at $hero. Yeah. Shout out to the Backstreet Critics. They're always lacing us. But we'll be back with some dope stuff. But we appreciate y'all for listening.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Peace.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. But shit, I think they call them groupies now.